Hey everyone, it's Bob from Nerds, and we're going to do a Kaldheim Draft here. This is going to be my first time playing the set. Looked at the cards and spoilers. I've cracked a pre-release kit and built a sealed deck and paper, but haven't really had much experience with playing, and definitely haven't done anything with the draft yet. So we're going to give this a try, and we'll see how bad it goes. Alright, waiting for everyone to click the ready button. Maybe we'll have some little post-production magic on this bit, so you guys aren't sitting here waiting for all this time. And here we go. Alright, Ascended Spirit seems really tough. Like, you know, you need 4 snow sources to get it going. Vengeful Reaper is pretty good. Flying Death Touch Haste. You can foretell it so you can get it out a little earlier. If you are going snow, the Bear Spirit's pretty good because you can search for lands with it. Decent clip of blue in here. Jarl the Forsaken's a good black common. I'm thinking of taking this Angel. Since there's so much blue in this pack, blue and white, maybe I'll push one of the people down the line to one of those colors. So I'll take the Angel, and maybe we'll get some good black picks. Now there's a Mythic in here. So other legendary creatures, add mana and color. A lot of green in here. I don't know. I mean, it pushes you into a 5-color deck. I'm not sure you can really do that. Way Down seems to be good. It's a piece of removal. Return upon the tide. You get something back, and if it's an elf, I mean, it goes well in an elf deck. Otherwise, it's just a bad resurrection spell. This Calder seems good. I'm just not sure. We'll go with a removal. Stay in 1 color for right now. Maybe that Calder will. Kind of doubt it, but we'll see what happens. Gold cards tend to be easier to pick up later on. So, oh, not a lot. I mean, Invasion of the Giants is good in the Giants deck, but I'm not really going that direction. Another snow-based card. Skull Raid's good. Skull Raid's a decent. It's better than just your regular like discard 2 type cards because if they only have 1 card or if they have no cards, you at least get something out of it. Village Rites is decent sacrifice. If you have any red like steel effects, it works pretty well. Like the Shackles Treachery. Thought Thief is decent. Puts us into like a blue-black zombies. I'm just gonna take the Village Rites though. Stay in 1 color for right now. Just try to stay open. Now I wish I took that Calder. Calder's Vicious Return's pretty good. It's a good sacrifice card. If you manage to steal something and then you throw that down, you can sacrifice one of their creatures and then do damage to something. Let's see, there's a lot of blue in here. It looks like blue's open. The Kinseekers is good for basically any tribal deck. It kind of turns on a lot of different tribal stuff. There's another Way Down. There's a land there for blue and black. Elderfang's a good sacrifice effect. I mean, it's a good card to sacrifice because it comes in, you know, does something, and then you can sack it to fuel your stuff. Well, I'm gonna take the Saga. Maybe some of that black will come back around. Alright, Bloodsky Berserker is good if you're able to play a lot of small stuff, if you have some foretell stuff. It gets like even just one trigger on it ends up being a 3/3 menace. It's pretty good. Sacrifices 2 creatures and foretell. Faithful's good, 3/1 lifelink. It dies as mills. Priest is okay if you're in a snow deck. Raven form is just a solid piece of removal. I mean, don't let any of that fool you. Like a 1/1 bird's not really that big a deal. I'll take the Berserker. Get some foretell stuff here. Haggy Mob seems decent. Big body, decent boast mechanic. I can't block it with 1/1s because you can just ping it before they get a chance to block, because you can activate the boast before they go to blockers. Decent clip of white in this pack. Divine Gambit, very risky card, but it is a piece of removal. Well, I'll take the mob. Got some black-red here. I might be getting cut on black. There's a lot of green coming around. Omen Path is a weird little utility card. It is actually ramp in red, because you can get 4 mana on turn 3. Masked Vandal's good. It's a changeling. One of the problems with like playing best of 1 is you don't want to put like specific removal type cards in there, but it is a body that gets rid of an artifact or enchantment. I'm gonna try that vehicle. Actually, I've not seen that before. Well, that land is the type of thing we'd want. 3 damage and discards a card, so it's a Blightning on a land. Tormentor's Helm. That's interesting. Creates treasure, so it ramps you in color fixes. Just grabbed one of those. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this Innerstrom Skullcon. Okay. Fearless Pup's a boast card. It's also a boast card. It's the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn, so it's kind of a card draw. It's a 3/2. It's a decent body for 3 mana. Probably better than the Pup, because the Pup's really only useful if you can activate it. And even then, it's still only a 3/1 first strike. For 3 mana every turn, it seems like a lot. So we'll give this Firewalker. I think I might be getting cut on black. Hopefully when the next pack comes around, I'll get some black out of that. See, create Dwarven Berserkers, Foretell. I don't think I want another Haggy Mob, so I'm going to grab this with Foretell. You can foretell it, and then it only costs 2 mana, so the chance of being able to cast that and another spell, and maybe having the Berserker out and getting the trigger for casting your second spell is pretty good. Shackles of Treachery is actually kind of the type of thing we want for this. I'm getting sacrifice outlets. I can sacrifice their creatures. So that seems good. I guess we'll take the Fearless Pup. Run Amok actually would be good for a nice aggressive deck like this. I'm surprised that Raven form's still in there. Holy heck. I don't seem to understand how good that card is. This doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I mean, getting rid of their bomb and giving them 1/1 flyer. Let's see. There's like nothing for us in this pack. I guess the Dwarven Reinforcement, I don't feel like verse picking that. It's possible if I got like a blue source, I could splash that, and that's pretty strong. That's only going to be good in an elf deck. Oh, there's a Wither Crown. I missed that. Wither Crown's a decent piece of removal. It's not the best, but it basically gets rid of something. They keep it around. If it's a utility creature and they keep it around, they're going to be losing life for it. And if it's just like a big beater, they're just going to sacrifice it because, 5/5 and its base power becomes 0. Just to just a blocker then at that point. So grab that Wither Crown. Alright, just waiting here. Oh, Draugr's Helm is a great card. You don't want to cast it for 2 mana. You really want to wait till you have the 5, because it's a 4/4 menace for 5, which is just a good creature. And if it dies, then you still have a helm that you can throw on something. So that's good. Binding of the Old Gods is a great card. If I was in green, that'd be the type of card I consider splashing if it came back around. Feed the Serpents, just this is a piece of removal. It's a good piece of removal. I mean, 4 mana instant exiles. Gets rid of all the indestructible stuff that you might come across. But I think I need some creatures, and Draugr's Helm kind of fits that bill. Okay, so it's kind of a tribal card. We don't have a lot of creatures in common, so I'm not sure how good that would be. Doomscar Titan, just kind of a big beater. Frenzied Raider, whenever you activate a boast ability, that seems good. I do have a Fearless Pup, and I have the Firewalker, so it seems like that could be a thing. Berserker, if you're playing a really aggro deck, seems good. There's also the Highland Forest. You know, if that green card comes back around, maybe it could splash. But I think the Raider's good, and it's a 2/2 for 2, so it passes a Grizzly Bear test. Death Knell Berserker. That's the type of thing I'd want to put the helm on. Let's see, Disciple. Got a lot of stuff in my 2 slot though, so. Kennel Master, wow. So it's 4/4 for 5, and 2 creatures get +1/+0 and indestructible. It seems like you can make a really good attack with that. Put that on reserve. Squash, if I have a giant. It's good if you have a giant, otherwise it seems overpriced. I really don't have any giants. So I think I'm going to stick the Kennel Master. Another Shadow Mage. Dual Strike. Don't really have a lot of instances of sorceries of good for that. Dwarven Reinforcements. Again. Dogged Pursuit. It seems like a real grindy type of thing. It seems like it'd be better in like black and white. Another Shackles. I guess I'll take a second Wither Crown. Like I said, it's not the greatest piece of removal, but it is still removal. It's another Way Down. Which I could probably take. I mean, I really need to start getting some creatures here. We got 7 creatures. Draugr's kind of bad unless you got a lot of snow. Yeah, I'll take the Way Down. This is being kind of rough here. Raven Form. Just no one seems to be taking Raven Form. Recruiter. Alright, so it's a boast ability, so I got the Frenzied Raider out, you know, can trigger, it can bring stuff back. I don't have a lot of creatures, so being able to bring back the few that I have would be important. You know, there's a 3/3 4. I'll grab it. Really got to start focusing on some creatures. Wow, that's a good pickup. Another Firewalker. Vault Robber, Squash, Demonic Gifts. Shimmer Veil. I mean, if there wasn't anything else in this pack, I'd pick up the Shimmer Veil because it's nice to just have a snow land at you know, you can kind of use as fixing. Even in 2 colors, fixing's still pretty good. It just helps balance out your stuff. Another pup if I wanted to really go on that devote route. Another reinforcements if I want to go the foretell route. Take the reinforcements, I think. More bodies. Now another Karen. Don't know if I want to run 2 of those or not. Village rights. Picked 1 up already. I don't have a lot of creatures to sacrifice. I mean, ideally I can sack theirs if I can steal it. Now take the rights. Let's see running that second Karen. Well, there's a decent couple of red in here. There's the Berserker, there's the Robber, but I guess maybe I'll take this Titan. Got a lot of low-cost stuff, so maybe I need a bomb or 2. And Titan's okay. And I can get it out a turn early if I foretell it. Take another run amok. Take another Shackles. Put the dual strike in the sideboard. Last pick Raven form. Wow. Okay. Well. And God Favored is really good. Once in white, I would definitely snag that up. As it turns out, though, there is a Demon Bolt, and Demon Bolt's a really solid spell in this format. It's almost like a Lightning Bolt. Can't hit players, but you take the time to set it up. You know, 1 red at instant speed to do 4 damage or something is pretty good. So, probably one of the best red commons in the set. Wow. Okay, that one's in blue-green, apparently. I wouldn't mind picking that up for my collection, but another Demon Bolt, so I'd like to rather try to salvage this draft than just pick up a mythic for later. So, Demon Bolt. Alright, Assault Ravager. It's the greatest number of creatures you control that have type in common. I mean, it's to any target, even if it comes down and just does 1 point of damage to my opponent. You know, I guess it's okay. 2/2 that gains haste to end a turn. What sort of creature types do I have in common? I guess I got a decent clip of Berserkers, so maybe that will work. Yeah, just go there. Another way down. Seize the Spoils is good. It's that pretty standard red. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. It's not card advantage because you're spending 2 cards to get 2 cards, but I'm getting a treasure token with that one. Jarl's a weird card. It's an effect I'm typically not a fan of, but it's still a flash card. You can foretell it. It helps like the cast 2 spells kind of thing going on. So, and I just need some more creatures, so I think I'll take that over third way down. Frenzied Raider, so that will be good for our boast stuff. Squash, I think I'm okay on removal though. I really only have 1 or 2 giants, so I'm never going to get the good casting on it. Tormentor's Helm and Breakneck Berserker, but I think Frenzied Raider pretty good. I got several boast cards now, so. Now there's probably either Skull Raid or Seize the Spoils. I basically know what this card does because they've done so many effects like that. I've never actually played with Skull Raid, so I'm going to give that a try. Might get cut, we'll see what happens. Another Recruiter for Boast. No. 4/4 for 4 can't block alone. It is a giant. don't think I want a third Shackles. Smashing Success, not really. Piece of equipment to get stuff flying. Let me give this Hawk a try, though. I don't think I need another mob. I've got a couple big things now. I really wish I'd taken that Calder earlier. Should have just taken it. Both of these basically get something back. Give the Raised Draugr a try. Same choice, so I guess I'll get a Demonic Gifts trying this one. Nothing really for us here. Colossal Plows, pretty bad unless you have the Ox. And yeah, I guess 3/3 Vigilance is okay. We got the Omen Pass to the Cavalry. Grab the Cavalry. And grab another way down. Berserker. I got a lot of stuff to cut here too. Let's see, the spoils came back. I'm gonna take that over Smashing Success. Smashing Success. Alright, let's see what I can make out of this. My 2-drop is just filled. 24 non-creatures. I certainly gotta cut a lot of non-creatures. I'm gonna cut that one. I'm gonna keep this one in. I don't know, we'll see. That is an interesting effect. Probably not gonna cut any of this top end. Let's see. Cut it way down. Keep the Berserker. Keep the Helm. I really don't want to cut any creatures. I'll cut a Run Amok. Don't want to keep the Demon Bolts, these spoils. Maybe cut one of the Shackles. And if I'm going to do that, maybe cut one of the Village Rites. Definitely want to keep that Firewalker. Yeah, you know what? I want to play with this card, but I just, you know, I'm tight on creatures. Crew 3. I got a lot of 2/2s in here, 1/1s, so I'm gonna cut that. Dwarven Reinforcements, yeah, gives you 2/1s, so I'd have to tap both of those to do anything. Keep the Recruiter for bow stability. Jarl might get cut. Definitely keeping that Reaper. Keep the Ravager. You know, what's my 10 Berserkers? So it's actually a chance that that's going to trigger decently. Now, 10 Berserker creature types plus then the reinforcements also gives me 2 more Berserkers per cast. I am going to cut one of those though. Definitely cut that Smashing Success. Curve is low. I could maybe run 1 less land. Run 16 land. Though, I mean, the 8/8 split within the Skull Cairn is nice. Let's see. I'm gonna cut that pup. I just don't see how that's gonna be any good. Yeah, really, this should be in a 5-drop slot. Cut the Jarl. Cut the Skull Raid. I can consider the reinforcements and I can consider the helm creatures, even though they're not going to be coming up as creatures on my count, so it's actually, now that I look at it, not that bad. You know what, I'm going to cut the Wraith Draugr. I'll keep the Demonic Gifts. That's a decent combat trick. I can kill a creature of theirs and then get my creature back. I'm really not sure what else to cut. I'll cut the Hulk. Trying to keep as many Berserkers as I can though. Still got 10 Berserkers plus then the Helm and the Dwarven reinforcements. Maybe I'll cut one of the way down since I got 2 bolts now. Actually, I'll cut one of the Wither Crowns. I'll cut the Shackles. I really only just have one sacrifice. I'll cut the Shackles, cut the Village Rites, and cut a land. And yeah, I got more red sources than black. And I got more red mana symbols than black mana symbols. I really don't want to count that as a black mana source though, because if I sacrifice it, then I'm down a black mana source. So I'll keep that. I mean, I guess I could go 9/6 on the Mountain Swamp cut, but it seems risky. This is where having like one of those dual lands or having one of the lands that you can pick the color would be helpful. But we'll see how that goes.